Good morning, everybody. Michelle is here. I hope everybody is doing fantastic and marvelous and magnificent, regardless of what today is. And it's actually 2/27/2023. And as we're getting coming to the close of this beautiful celebration of black or dark culture, I just want to say, uh, I'm still gonna put out videos whether people see them or not because no matter what, uh, we all have obligations and responsibilities and accountabilities, regardless of the circumstances. So if one person hears it, that's fantastic, actually, because we do reincarnate, and our subconscious mind stores it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The spoken and the unspoken, the hidden, the secrets. It is all stored there. Okay, nothing goes unnoticed, despite the fact of what's being done and this constant interference in the culture, in the dark culture, in the black culture, or the people of color culture, however you want to label it, is really irrelevant. It really is, because you can't, you cannot. A lot of people think that, again, a lot of people rely so much on their lack of knowing, and they rely so much on their intelligence and their IQs. I mean, yeah, that's fantastic. Whether you how you score on your test, but a test means, and that's what it is about us. We want to test everything. Everything is a test. A test of what? Like I said, we came pre-wired with instructions. Okay, so why do we need to test already pre-wired instructions? So we just got to start thinking a little differently, and that's the most important thing. But what I wanted to start out with right now is to talk about motivation and inspiration. Okay, and let me just say this: throughout my 58 years, I didn't rely so much on. Uh, well, I don't recall. Let's put it this way: that I relied so much on needing to be motivated and needing to be inspired. I mean, because I know I had work to do. That I knew. Now, if otherwise, I just didn't understand the purpose of my life. What is the purpose of my life? And I did a whole lot of research. I mean, I did. Oh gosh, I'm 58. I say at least since my 20s, I did a whole lot of research and this and that and the other. And meditation is the key, despite what anybody says. Not prayer, not prayer. It's meditation. No thought. Meditation is the key. Okay? So we can either accept it or not. It's your evolution, not mine. Okay? And you need to keep that in mind. Everybody has their own individual consciousness level, as well as your vibration. Some of us parallel, which is fantastic. Okay, some of us parallel, um, but we all have our own. But it's still different. It's a different set of circumstances with all of us. But we are some of us are parallel. That means we're like minded. Okay, and it does have to mean any more than that. Doesn't mean we need to get married or something like. No, I'm just playing. But but there's motivation and inspiration. Let me just say this on my behalf. I kind of, like I said, I've been doing a whole lot of stuff for oh gosh, since my 20s, and I'm 58, almost 60. And it wasn't until a moment in time, and like I said, things do align up. Now, whether it's delusional, whether it's hallucination, you know, the way I feel about the whole thing when it struck me is, hey, if I can get a lot of that, then I'm happy. Okay, because I, this okay, this particular moment happened when I saw someone's face. I'm just gonna be real honest with you. That became my muse, MUSE. All right, that became my inspiration, and that's all I needed. I didn't need any more inspirations, and that's what we need to go back to. We need to go back what genuinely inspired us to do whatever we're doing to help people. Okay, we can't have too many things crowding our thoughts. like I said, all these quotes, they don't even belong to us. Some of these quotes don't belong to us. Leave them to the original people and create your own. Like I said, that's the whole point. When these black women icons came through and did what they did, they were just giving you something to build on, not to constantly use all the time. The same thing with the music, the black soul music. Okay. And then it does evolved over into hip hop and other facets. But soul music started it. Black soul music, whether you want to call it blues, whatever. It's that sound. Like I said, it's the sound. Okay. And that's the sound that continues to reverberate, this that goes constantly in our subconscious and to help us to remember and this and that and the other. It's all a formula that, like I said, we came pre-wired with. But yet we had those that wanted to always interfere. Always want to interfere in the formula, and fucking it up for themselves, fucking it up for their race of people, their color of people. Okay, dark people are the carriers of hereditary properties. Take it or leave it. Okay, take it or leave it. I'm not gonna sit around arguing about it. Doesn't the results speak for themselves? And that's why there's a certain small group of people, as a matter of fact, running around with these fear tactics and dog whistles, and attempting to indoctrinate people, and manipulate them more so. That that there's some type of replacement going on. Okay, which is nothing but nonsense. Okay, because all it's doing is causing hysteria and just madness and craziness over something that's not even real. Like I said, critical race theory never existed, but it's a dog whistle. Throw it out there and you can get your followers, which are nothing more, nothing less, or less than a dog. These people that follow these sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissistic, cowards are nothing more than less than a dog to the person, the small group of people that are managing all this, which is usually a pyramid. Okay, these narcissistic people care more for animals than they do for human beings. That's why they have the ease of pushing them downstairs. Okay, eliciting a whole group of people to do their dirty deeds. Okay, and the fact of the matter is this, that type of behavior is eliminating not only themselves, but the people that are following them, which are usually people that no one talks to per se. Nobody really wants to hang out with them. I mean, they'll socialize with them, but they don't want to go out with them. They don't want to hang out with them. They just, they see them and they don't see them. And they're ignored. The people that usually follow these sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissistics, they're lonely. No one's paying them any attention, and they're pissed off about it, and they're taking it out on innocent children usually, and innocent people, mostly people of color. Okay, which have nothing to do with any of this. Yes, we're all responsible for the state of our planet, and that's where we all going to reap what we have sown. Because that should have never been an issue, the planet. Okay, so now all of us are going to reap that because we're all here. And no other planets will touch us. No other planets will come near us because of our destruction, our conquering destruction constantly and throughout every millennia, every time memorial, we're destroying, we're conquering, destroy. But when you mess with the carriers, all you're doing is making them stronger and making yourself weak. When you mess with the animals, all you do is make them stronger. When you mess with the climate, it poisons you as well as everybody else. You mess with the flowers and the trees, they poison you as well and do not provide you with the nourishment you need to sustain yourself. So this is going to take a few lifetimes for people to realize what is happening and what happened. Okay. We will not have an individual per se teacher risking their lives again to, in a friendly, loving manner, teach us. They're not going to put their lives on the line. This is it. Okay. This is it. Okay. So I told you about February 3rd, 2029. That's the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Okay. That was a consciousness, it should have been a consciousness revolution where we have had advanced our consciousness so that we can, but it was anything but that. There was a single factor of events, and I'll talk about that later. I'm not going to talk about that now, that are like a third party, which is a major interference and why we can't raise our vibrational level. And I'll tell you what they are, and I'll give you some more history on it. It's our beliefs and our faith. That is what's killing us. Our beliefs and our faith. Okay? So once again, do everything in your power to eliminate all these quoting because it's too much clouding in your brain. Find out who originally inspired you to do what you're doing if you're helping people. Okay, this one person, their face I saw, and they know who they are. I think they're fabulous. They're my muse. I've told them that, and I love that person for what they've been able to bring out of me. I will always love that person, whether I meet her or not. That's irrelevant. Okay, she sparked something in me. And that's where you need to go to. You need to go back to what sparked you in the first place. And stop the quoting, please. Leave the quotes to the original owners and let it be. Create your own quotes. Stop using these other icons, which people keep doing, to elevate yourself into a certain, I don't know. I just don't understand the purpose of it. Okay. Again, just find that one event that sparked you and like got you all worked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like inspired, and I've never felt this way before. And so that's why I know it's genuine within me. And I love it. I don't need to, there's no more confirmation for me. No one needs no one needs to confirm anything for me. Whether it's hallucination, delusional, I love it. It got me going. And that's what you need to find. You need to find that fire that got you going, that fire inside of you that caused you to say, you know what? This is where I need to go. A lot of people say that. They go to college to do one thing and they end up doing something else. And if it's usually creative shit, like music and the artistry, that kind of stuff. That is what usually inspire people the most. Okay, it's artistry, creativity. And don't make it about, trying to profit off of people, and using people, and spamming people. Don't let it be about that. Some people say that they can play music or create music and they don't have to be paid for it or this and that, you understand. And if the finances coming into the equation was nothing more than manipulation, when it came to the financing. That'll be explained later. All of this stuff was interference is my whole point. And I want to make a plea to these intellectuals, who are in the scientific field, engineering field, wherever you are. Go back to your original theses, because you should have more than one, right? And read it to yourself and see if you can spot your failures to live up to the promises you made. Because remember, your subconscious mind registered all of that. And it's going to keep reminding you that this is what your thoughts created Your thoughts created all of this. Our thoughts created all of this chaos and destruction. And it does not look good. Now, what else more can I say about that? I cannot say another goddamn thing because I'm an individual that has to take care of my environment. Okay, I have to rely on my senses to protect me. Okay, and you're going to have to rely on yours. And stop listening to these people that keep lying to you and telling you all this shit you want to hear. They're taking advantage of you and they're manipulating you. And that's that's for everybody, but to a particular group of people specifically, and they know who they are. They're following these narcissistic motherfuckers. They're following these cowards. And these cowards are leading them literally off a cliff. So I just want to start the morning with that on a Monday. Wow, isn't that a great plot for a movie? On a Monday, February 27th, 2023. And I guess tomorrow I may do something. I may not. I mean, like I said, we don't have to, like, people of color, dark people, you don't have nothing to prove. And the sooner you recognize that, the sooner you'll set your own self free. You'll heal your psyche. Your psyche needs you to heal itself. And meditation does that. No thought meditation. It's the only way. That's the only way. You can't leapfrog over nothing. There's no shortcuts to nothing. So if you think you're going to shortcut your way, it just won't happen that way. It's going to take some more lifetimes. I'm sorry. Reincarnation is real. Okay, reincarnation, becoming and passing is real. Now, whether you want to accept it or not, that's going to be on you. And if you want to keep denying it, you'll eventually end up just swirling and swirling in the abyss. And eventually into the black hole somewhere. Okay, so I want to send love to everyone over the stars, over the moon, and the mountain. I send universal love. I do love people. I do care. And whether you care about me, that's irrelevant. I'm going to protect you if I can. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your color is. Okay, that's what I've done on my whole career. Okay, is protect. Okay, and serve. I protect and serve. Most definitely. Okay, and it did not require me to compromise myself. It did not require me to be submissive, and it did not require me to be subservient. Okay, so I'll come back with some more stuff and enjoy whatever it is, whether you have the stars, whether you have the sun, the rain, the clouds, the snow. Just enjoy those moments. Okay, peace and love. And guess what? You know it. I'll be back. You saw that mess. I got chaos in the midst of beauty too.